I've been in the garden writing industry for over 35 years. I've accumulated a few hundred gardening books. Most of them are really good and fun to read. In this day and age, books don't have to be all text. They can and probably should include lots of pictures. I've picked books here that I refer to often. Some of these books may be hard to find. There are 10 books here that I recommend that you have in your gardening library. So, number 10. Bulb is a short title for a big book, and it covers in detail more than 540 types of bulbs that gardeners can grow. There are great photos covering every kind of bulb, and Anna explains everything you need to know about growing all of the bulbs. If you love crocus, daffodils, and tulips like I do, you'll find a whole new world of bulbs you can grow. This book came out in 2009 and sold for $40 or $50. It's hard to find, but I discovered it on Amazon used in good condition for just $7. You can't afford to pass up a price like that. If you love bulbs, you may want to grow them in pots and have them bloom indoors when you want them to. I'm sneaking in a bonus book, don't tell anybody. This is Bulb Forcing for Beginners and the Seriously Smitten by Art Wolk. In his humorous style, he shares the steps you need to know to entice the bulbs to bloom. Not just bloom, but bloom on the exact weekend you want them to. Don't believe me? Art has won the Grand Sweepstakes Award at the Philadelphia Flower Show twice. The book is filled with 300 color photos detailing every step. It sells for $43 on his website of artwolk.com, or you can pick up his 40-page booklet, Little Blue Book of Bulb Forcing, for just $10. Number 9. Tillandsia 2 is a comprehensive encyclopedia of the Tillandsia genus of air plants. It covers such diverse topics as the biographical history of the explorers who found them, to electron microscope pictures of the structures that allow Tillandsias to survive on water in the air. The book is filled with beautiful pictures and Tillandsia species and Tillandsia hybrids and the information on how to grow them. This book was published in 2010, not 1762 like it says on Amazon. The Amazon entry also lists the book as used for $373. So go to the rainforestflora.com website to get the book at just $50. Rainforest Flora is the company that Paul started, and it sells fantastic Tillandsias, bromeliads, and staghorn ferns. I've been to his store in California, and I wanted to take home several of everything there, but I only picked up a few. Number 8. If you have plants in your backyard ponds, you need the Encyclopedia of Water Garden Plants. Greg Spiker was the most knowledgeable plant person I've ever met. He was also extremely kind. He had a water garden plant nursery and knew everything about every single plant. He passed away too young. Fortunately, he condensed the important things we need to know about wetland plants into this beautiful book. The hardcover version is on Amazon for $63, but I think you can find it used for less. Greg and his wife Sue also wrote the Timber Press Pocket Guide to Water Garden Plants, which sells for only $20. Number 7. Bonsai, The Art of Growing and Keeping Miniature Trees by Peter Chan is exactly that, a book on growing miniature trees. Peter won the Chelsea Flower Show Garden Medal for Best Bonsai 21 years in a row before stopping entering the show. He started Heron's Bonsai Nursery in 1985 in England, so if you ever get a chance, you should go see it. This picture-filled book covers step-by-step how to start from a seed or a small plant and transform it into a beautiful bonsai. It was only $12 on Amazon. I'm sneaking in another book here. Don't tell anybody. This one is Creating Bonsai Landscapes by Sue Chin Yi. It is one thing to grow a single bonsai tree, but it's amazing to create a full bonsai landscape in a single pot. This book fully illustrates every step all the way through, create the entire scenery that you're going to use to make this bonsai. It's only $33 on Amazon, but it's probably cheaper as a used book because it came out in 2023. Number 6, The Complete Houseplant Survival Manual is how to grow 150 species of houseplants. I've only grown about 76 of the ones in the book, so it looks like I need to step up my game. It has a great format of giving the same information in the same way for every plant. So it's easy to compare plants that you already grow to see if the plant you want to grow requires the same or similar conditions. It was on Amazon for 15 bucks, but again, it's from 2005, so you can probably find it for less. Number 5. Garden Insects in North America describes itself as the ultimate guide to backyard bugs. It surely lives up to its name. Every insect is not only covered with what damage it causes to which plants, but also there's numerous pictures of every life cycle stage, so no matter when you find the insect or the damage on your plant, you can figure out which insect it is. The beginning of the book also covers management practices for controlling problem insects. This 2004 book is listed on Amazon for $1,159, but it's also listed on the same page as a paperback, which this is, for only $23. I'm sure you can find it as a used book somewhere. Number 4. I love my old copy of the 1980s Michael Durr's Book of Manual of Woody Landscape Plants. He taught at the University of Illinois, where I attended classes a few years after he left there to go to Georgia. He often referenced individual plants in the book, and I looked at the same plants. I usually agreed with his observations. I knew that if he described a plant that I knew nothing about, I could rely on his judgment. If you search for his books on Amazon, you'll find he's written several. You can't go wrong with any of them. Number 3. Square Foot Gardening by Mel Bartholomew revolutionized how vegetable gardens are built. In the past, the rows were often far apart, so a rototiller could go between the rows for weed control. Square Foot Gardening manages each square foot of a garden as a separate location that can grow successive crops starting in the spring and going through fall. Following the book's directions, I planted a square foot garden on an asphalt parking lot and was able to harvest a lot of vegetables. The book is in its 3rd printing now, and its 3rd edition now, and sells for about $25. Number 2. Many of the books I have talked about so far could be described as Bibles for their subject matter. But here we actually have a Bible for gardeners. The Bible starts with mankind in a garden, and gardening provides some of the most meaningful passages in the Bible, from grapevine pruning to the parable of the mustard seed. You'll enjoy a bountiful spiritual harvest as you read the garden-themed essays and devotionals set for an entire year. It's just $24 on Amazon. Number 1. Green Review Gardening is my book on horticulture, gardening, and landscaping for the homeowner who needs to maintain a landscape, or the houseplant parent who have never taken a class on gardening. You can learn everything that a university master gardener course would teach in the comfort of your home. The book is over 400 pages long and has 975 photographs and illustrations. It is thorough and yet easy to read and understand. You'll learn principles like the root to shoot balance, the plant to environment balance, dead stuff decays, and the thrive to sudden death ranges of plant health. No matter where you live or what kind of plants you grow, the underlying principles of how to grow the plants don't change. If you want to know more about plants, this is the book to start with. There you have it, my top 10, maybe 12 books that the gardener on your shopping list will love getting. And this is Jeff with the Green Review. Thanks for watching.